The 2023 F1 season has been some sort of a downhill drive for Mercedes driver George Russell. After finishing the 2022 season in fourth in the driver's standings during his first full year at Mercedes, with a whopping 35 points more than his teammate Lewis Hamilton. Russell was dubbed the new lead driver by many coming into the season, but the harsh reality of the sports, which involves a continuous evolution of the cars, has seen Russell struggle to adapt to this year's car, the W14, with an even more evident struggle at the just passed U.S. Grand Prix. Nevertheless, George Russell has allayed his pace deficit to Lewis Hamilton in the United States Grand Prix weekend, believing a mix of his own weakness and the Austin track combined to leave him trailing. Hamilton was the decidedly better Mercedes driver across the entire weekend at Austin, qualifying for both sprint and the Grand Prix in third place and finishing both races second, even closing to just over a second behind Max Verstappen in the main event. Meanwhile, Russell had a quiet weekend and picked up a track limits penalty in the sprint for passing Oscar Piastri off the circuit, while also receiving a grid drop for impeding Charles Leclerc. It has been a tough second season for Russell at Mercedes, with only one podium finish to his name from 18 races, a third place in Spain. But he felt the Texas weekend was simply an outlier. But Russell has a theory of his own on why he is having a bad season. This is what he had to say when asked by the media. The story of the season is of missed opportunities, on the back foot from the beginning, making a bad start, and then we put the hard tire on and had to manage the fuel and engine. We were about a second off the pace. Then put the mediums back on, and we were the quickest car on track, and closed in on Max by about 10 seconds, and Lewis by a couple of seconds. For me, I've always struggled here, and Lewis is at one of his strongest circuits. But I'm not too concerned about it and feel like this is definitely a bit of an outlier with how bumpy it is. Really old tarmac with all the subsidence and cracks around. As I said, it just feels like the story of a year last year. I don't think we missed an opportunity, maybe in one or two races. This year it feels like 50% of the year we've been far from maximizing the points. In better news for Russell, he was highly positive of the upgraded floor Mercedes brought to Austin, believing it will put it on the right course for 2024. The upgrade probably exceeded my expectations this weekend, he said. I am definitely excited heading into next year with what I think we'll be capable of achieving, so it is definitely looking like the right step. Even though it looks like Mercedes has made significant progress, it remains too early to conclude, as there is still a lot to do during the winter break. Like and subscribe to the channel for more F1 content.